Hey guys, this video is about making sure you have a killer next 12 months in your business.
At the time of recording, for many of us, 2020 hasn't quite been the year that we've all expected. So let's just dust ourselves off and make sure that this upcoming year is the best damn year ever.
We're going to be sharing with you 4 of the most important things that we've done to grow our business through difficult times that you can do too to smash your next 12 months.
You might be familiar with 1 or 2 of these things, but we can guarantee that you will have not done the 4th thing. Like, nobody does this, and yet it's so make or break, it's so crucial.
So keep watching to the end and let's all have the best year ever. Say it, Pete!
Let's do this! Number 1, you need to decide what you actually want. So what do you actually want out of your business? If you were to have the perfect 6 to 12 months and everything just went your way magically, where would your business be? What would it look like?
Too many people don't have a crystal clear vision of exactly where they want to be. And if it's not crystal clear, then you're going to end up drifting.
That's right. If you don't have a crystal clear vision with exact specific next steps, then you're never going to be able to be proactive in growing your business, only ever reactive. This means that you'll never ever be able to grow as fast as you possibly can. Think about it. Every single decision that you have to make coming up is based on where you want to get to in your business.
So step 1 is all about writing down that crystal clear goal of what you want to achieve. Perhaps it's a monetary goal, like I want to start turning over at least £10,000 a month. Or perhaps it's some kind of theme for your next 12 months, like I want to transition in the next 12 months from just doing one-to-one work to selling things like online courses. Write that thing down, and here's the key. It needs to excite you. If it doesn't excite you, that goal, then you need to think of something else. Because you're only going to achieve it, you're only going to put your all into achieving it if it gets you pumped up.
For us, our big goal that excites us is to fill our members-only annual event, Atomica! The epic venue holds over 1,600 people, and every day we can visualize walking out onto the stage with the crowd roaring, cheering our names, and we're like, ah! And it's just epic. It's amazing, and every time I think about it, I get goosebumps.
Do you get goosebumps thinking about your next big goal for the next year? I want to know in the comments, let us know what your big goal is, because remember, if you publicly share your goals, you are more likely to achieve them. Science has proven that. Very smart people say that's true. So if you don't comment, you're arguing with a scientist, which you should never do.
Number 2 is stop. Wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Whoa.
Stop right now. Thank you very much. Need somebody with a human touch.
Okay, no. Number 2 is to stop. If you are going to achieve your goal, there's probably a bunch of stuff that you're doing that you don't need to be doing.
You tear us all apart. I knew there was another one. I just couldn't think of it.
You need to stop. Stop! Ah.
Is that stop?
I don't know what that is. A point is that if you truly want to focus on your goal, there's probably a bunch of stuff that you're doing that you don't need to be doing to achieve that goal unless you need to stop them. I know that sounds tough, but it's absolutely 100% necessary if you want to achieve your goal faster.
What do you need to say no to so you can say yes to more things that are going to get you closer to your goal? One of the hardest things that we had to do a few years ago was just cut down on our income streams. Our focus is to grow Atomic. That's where we need to be spending our efforts. And so that meant saying no to a lot of things like one-to-one coaching, writing our next book, brand work, even a lot of speaking gigs we started turning down. We had to stop and we had to say no to all of those things so we could say yes to the things that were going to help us grow Atomic.
I know this seems crazy, but it significantly lowered our to-do list, our stress levels, it increased our happiness, and it gave us the time back we needed to invest in growing Atomic and hitting our goals. And we even made more money than before. So think about what you can stop doing. What are you going to say no to this year so that you can achieve your goals?
Number 3, getting organized. This is the most underrated but most important thing ever. Literally, you can achieve any goal you set your mind to if you just break it down into smaller projects, smaller tasks, decide when you're going to do those smaller projects and smaller tasks and put them in your diary. Our motto is, get this, cue Instagram post, success can be scheduled.
We have another in-depth video on our channel here that you can go check out, which shows you exactly how to break down those big scary goals into projects and manageable tasks, and how to sort out your weekly diary so that you never feel overwhelmed or stressed again, and your success is scheduled. So definitely go check that out.
Where's it at? Where can they check it out?
It's
there, point, and then
there,
point to the
there.
comments.
And it's also in the description below.
There we go.
We'd highly, highly recommend that you go through this process of breaking down those goals into manageable tasks. And in that video, we actually have a template to help you do it as well. As soon as we started doing this back in 2016, we literally did more in the next 6 months than we did in the previous, 6 years. It was crazy insane how much of an effect being more organized can be.
The whole point of this is to make sure that you have as much time as possible to work on the business and not just in it. And that time when you're working on the business, it's as effective as possible. Being more organized is literally the difference between hitting your goals in 6 years versus 6 months.
Okay, point number 4 about how to smash your goals is coming up, and it is absolutely crucial. And without it, you might probably just fail. But before we jump into that, please do drop us a comment and a like if this video is thrilling to you.
Thrilling? Thrilling. If it tickles your fancy, if it floats your boat.
But before we dive into that final crucial point, if you're enjoying this video so far, then please do drop a little comment, have a little like of the video, please share.
Show them where, show them where.
Alright, point 4, come on.
Alright.
Let's do this.
Point 4. What's the consequences of not achieving your goal? Pete wrote not in capitals, so I said it like that. Not achieving your goal. We all know that push motivation, that's the avoidance of pain, is a much bigger motivator than an incentive or maybe like a far-off dream.
Often when we write down our big goals, we kind of get a little bit overwhelmed. It can be a little bit daunting, and it can seem a little bit impossible, far-fetched to even conceive of achieving those goals. And so often just the incentive of maybe reaching this goal isn't quite the motivation we need to push us past all those tough and scary things that we need to do to achieve our big, audacious goals.
The things that are going to have the biggest impact on your business are the things that are the toughest and often the scariest to do. And what this means is that as entrepreneurs, we often procrastinate and allow ourselves to be distracted by other easier things and just avoid all those hard decisions and those hard things that we know we really should be doing.
So how do you get over that? How do you give yourself the motivation to push through those tough times, avoid getting distracted, and keep on track? Well, what we realized is that you have to give yourself consequences by raising the stakes on your goals. For example, we're really excited about filling our venue for our members-only conference, Atomicon. And that's the pull motivation. That's the thing that inspires us. That's what we're heading towards. But the push motivation is what's getting our asses into gear right now. And that's the fact that it costs hundreds of thousands of pounds to put on an event like this. We've got an epically cool venue to pay for. We've got amazing, incredible speakers. We've got a ton of secret, awesome surprises that also cost dosh. And if we don't hit our goals, then we're going to be very much out of pocket with all of these classes. So we need to make it work, and we need to stay focused.
And this consequence has basically pushed us, it's raised the stakes in us and focused our minds to work much smarter and much harder towards that goal. So remember that goal that we got you to think about at the very start of this video? What's the consequence of not hitting that goal? Are you going to make a financial wager? Are you going to be embarrassed in public? Or are you maybe going to let someone down? If you don't have a big cost like a epic event, then there are ways where you can manufacture raising the stakes for yourself to keep your mind focused. And we did a whole other video about that over there.
That's about there, yeah. Thanks so much for watching, and please do remember to subscribe for more. Make sure you watch these next videos on screen, all about how to raise the stakes and all about how to organize and schedule your success in the diary.
Yes, I have been Andrew.
I've been Pete. You pointed at me.
Oh no! I outsourced that.
See you next week. Have an epic 2021.
Have an epic 2021, guys. Let's do this.
Woo.
I'm so annoyed that I pointed at you.
Yeah, you pointed.